The Miyoo Mini has definitely been one of my favorite consoles from the last couple of years. Despite the Miyoo Mini's excellent screen, amazing custom OS, and a thriving community of modders, there was always something about the device that didn't quite meet my expectations. The device's ergonomics left me feeling disappointed more than anything else. While gaming is a great way to relax, it's difficult to achieve proper ergonomics on a device this small. I found myself using this device less and less until it just sat in its box, and I knew it was time to sell it. The Miyoo Mini is still one of my top recommendations for a handheld gaming device despite its ergonomic limitations. Keeping in line with good screens and a little bit better ergonomics, I've been actually picking up my Retroid Pocket 3 Plus a little more than anything else lately. Obviously, this unit is a completely different form factor, but you can see ergonomics definitely play a big part, at least with me, in being able to enjoy a console. With the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus and the Nintendo Switch Lite, having the ability to use something like a grip on your device definitely adds to the ergonomics. Both of these devices have a flat back, which still feels more comfortable for longer gaming sessions when compared to the Miyoo Mini. Additionally, the fact that these two devices offer the ability to attach a grip straight from the manufacturer further enhances their playability. If you want any added ergonomics to these two devices, definitely check out the Spigging case here or the official Retroid grip. In my opinion, the Miyoo Mini is still a good device as mentioned, but I think it's really meant for gaming under an hour. Personally, a handheld device must always be lightweight and compact enough to fit in my pocket. However, if the device's small size compromises its ergonomic design, it becomes a deal breaker for me. Because so much of my channel is built around the Miyoo Mini, I might take a look at the Miyoo Mini Plus down the road if I can get my hands on one. If you've had the Miyoo Mini and have the Miyoo Mini Plus, what do you think about the ergonomics on it? Is it worth getting over the Miyoo Mini, or is it pretty similar? When it comes to screen quality, the Miyoo Mini boasts one of the best panels I've seen on a handheld device under $100. As far as color vibrancy goes, this outperforms even some of the better Anbernic screens. The Retroid Pocket 3 and 3 Plus are the closest devices in price that offer a better and more vivid panel than the Miyoo Mini, at least in my experience. This Miyoo Mini is already going to a good home, so I'm happy to see that. It's also clear that Miyoo needs to ramp up their production capacity to meet up with the demand for their handheld devices. As for me, I'll be sticking with my Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. In my opinion, another community favorite that has another big fault with it is the Odin Lite, and this is another device that I'll be getting rid of. While the Miyoo Mini's biggest fault was ergonomics, this device suffers from quite a different problem. As you can see on the back, the Odin Lite has some extra grip there, and that makes it for quite an ergonomic device. It's also bigger than the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, and it fits great in the hand. While the Odin Lite has an impressive ergonomic design, its major drawback is its screen quality. The panel on the Odin Lite is the worst I've seen to date on a handheld. Putting it up against the best panel I've seen on a handheld, you can really see the difference. The colors are extremely washed out, and at max brightness it comes nowhere close to the Retroid Pocket 3. You can widen the vibrancy gap even further by using the saturation enhancement script on the Retroid Pocket. I'll leave a guide on how to do that in the description below. The poor quality on the Odin Lite's panel is undoubtedly its biggest drawback. Regrettably, the Odin Lite also feels significantly heavier than the Retroid Pocket, and you'll undoubtedly notice the difference when carrying it in your pocket. I did take the Odin Lite with me on a trip, and it proved to be a convenient device for on-the-go gaming. However, due to its poor panel quality and heavier weight, it's not something that I would recommend. Even if you have a bag to carry this around with you, I still think that panel quality is just a little too subpar, and I'm shocked to see that AYN let this panel pass. One other aspect that didn't sit with me well in my review of this device was the recessed joysticks. Since this is a slightly larger device, they could have incorporated standard Switch height joysticks to improve the overall gaming experience. By comparing it to the Switch Lite, you can easily notice the taller joysticks, which are definitely better to game on compared to the low-profile ones in the Odin Lite, especially on more modern-styled titles. The Retroid Pocket 3 Plus also features low-profile Switch joysticks, which is slightly more understandable considering its its smaller size. However, I personally believe that even on a device of this size, slightly taller joysticks would be much better. I do love the ergonomics on the Odin though, and I really wish that Retroid would have put something like this on the back of their units. Regardless, using the Retroid grip brings these two devices in par with ergonomics. It's quite common to find grips like these on more expensive devices such as the Miyoo lineup. Personally, I really appreciate it when they're integrated into the design of the device. I hope that Retroid will consider incorporating the grip into their future handhelds, similar to what's available on the Odin or from other devices like the Miyoo lineup. While I'm still excited about the upcoming release of the Retroid Pocket Flip, I'm still hoping for a device with a built-in grip from Retroid in the future. Overall, there are a few things I didn't quite enjoy about both devices. Let's sum up both of these handhelds and their biggest flaw. Obviously, no handheld is perfect, and my issues with these might not bother you. These are just my opinions over my time using these two devices. The Miyoo Mini will always remain a favorite of mine, but the ergonomics on it make it a very short play session gaming handheld. On the other hand, the Odin Lite has one significant flaw, and it would make me hesitant to recommend it to anyone, and that would be the panel. When compared to a handheld like the RP3 Plus, the difference in vibrancy is night and day, even before the saturation tweak on the Retroid. Even the colors on the Miyoo Mini look more vibrant and accurate compared to the Odin Lite. Overall, both devices have one major flaw that makes their experience less than ideal for me. However, I remain excited to see what Miyoo can produce in the future, and I hope to see some excellent handhelds in the coming years. Do you prioritize ergonomics, and what are your thoughts on the Odin Lite panel? As always, thanks for watching, and share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below.